Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's stream. This is KGB from the C Sports Network, home to your streaming outlaws. Tonight will be game 2 of the Braves versus Tigers. So sit back, grab a beer, grab a drink, grab whatever, and we'll be back with the game's first pitch. It's scheduled for 5:40 p.m. Eastern, or 5:40 p.m. Central, 6:40 p.m. Eastern. Stay tuned, we'll be back here in a few. How you doing there, Jameson? Welcome in. We're going to go ahead and get flipped over. Welcome in, everybody. What's up? It's KGB from the C Sports Network, baby. We're here for game 2 between the Atlanta Braves and the Detroit Tigers. Unfortunately, we gave up a 4-run lead last night to lose, I believe, 5-4. So we'll look at bouncing back tonight with a nice definitive win. Go ahead and shut the music off, and we'll just talk here until the beginning of the game. Not sure what's going on with the MLB app here. Aha! There we go, baby. Now they have updated it. It's very uncharacteristic that 2 to 3 minutes out from scheduled first pitch that they make it live, but hey, it's live now, so we're good to roll. And we are under weather delay. Okay, I certainly was wondering. Well, with that being the case, guys, we know what we do. We'll throw some music on and we'll we'll put the scrollers going across that it's under weather delay. I won't be able to show the radar. Well, I might be able to. I might be able to find Detroit Stadium's weather radar. So that kind of explains it. So let's get some music going again. Alright, with that said, guys, I'm going to take a few minutes. I'm going to be off camera here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look up and see if they got a scheduled time for first pitch. So stick around, enjoy the music in between, and as soon as the game starts, we'll get right into it. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, it looks like they have posted it up 31 minutes ago. Roughly about the time that I got off of Twitter and started preparing to start the stream. Wish they'd post that kind of stuff up a little sooner, but it is what it is, right? We do not have a definitive time. They do not have a start time on it for us. Detroit Tigers have posted tonight's game will start in a delay. Updates will be provided as more information becomes available. So I am going to look and see if I can't find the radar from Detroit. Well, let's see what their special weather statement is. Looks like a special weather statement was, it says it starts at 6:05 p.m. Tuesday, June 13th, and will end at 7 p.m. Tuesday, June 13th. Now, I'm not quite sure what that exactly means, but alright, so we're getting the radar here set up. If you're just joining in with us, everybody, the game has been delayed due to weather. There's no definitive information as of yet. So we're going to keep you some music going, and as soon as I get this weather radar put in, we'll be able to just kind of hang out, have a nice chat conversation. Sorry if guys are asking questions, I can't currently see the chat, so as I have some other pages up here doing this. So let's get this. Let's interact. Play. I'll be keeping a close eye look on Twitter. "39 minutes ago, all they said was tonight's game will start in a delay. Updates will be provided as more information becomes available." So we'll have to see where that takes us. And I misspoke about that final score for last night. I had said that it was 5-4, but it was actually 6-5. Final score was 6-5, Tigers over the Braves. So we're going to look to bounce back tonight. Hey, Kenneth, Jamison, D, welcome in. Sorry about the late responses and saying hello. As I said, I didn't have the chat up quite yet. Working at trying to find out how long this delay is going to be. Kind of looks like if they do have a game, that we may have a late game. Our radar takes us through 8:15 Eastern. Not exactly sure where their stadium will be. I'm sure they got our storms that we had go through earlier. We tried to have a nice family day with the wife's mom and dad, and yeah, we got rained on some, so that was earlier in the day. Looks like they could have some coming in on the backside of all this that's happening up in there now. Certainly looks like they might be weather delayed for quite a while. Sorry for not being able to pay more attention, guys, but guys and gals, I should say. As you know, with my wife's father-in-law, or stepfather, my father-in-law, being sick and everything, we're trying to do more things as a family. We got to spend quality time. So the last few days, I haven't been able to focus anything on streaming, as I want to support my wife in every which way I can. All right, let's get the chat up so I can see if anybody's talking. Hey, how you doing, CeeLo? Good possibility. I mean, I can't believe they gave up that 4-run lead last night. Yeah, Iglesias, I think it was, had such a bad outing in the 9th inning. And then they had really, really poor defense there in the 10th and just gave it away. Sorry about not seeing your chat sooner, my friend. I was messing around with the radar there. So, I don't know if I should tell you or leave it to Maverick, but I don't think he'll mind. He got some good news. He had to go back to work. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Go back on to Maverick. He got some good news. He has to go back to Rome for the remainder of the week. But, his actual boss has found a quarry for him that is now 40 minutes away instead of 2.5 hours away. And my understanding is he'll be starting that quarry next week. So he'll be able to be home every night. It's pretty good news for him. I know it's got to be pretty rough going up there and having to stay in a motel for 5 days a week. Be away from your family, your kids, and your friends, your computer, and everything. So I know he was pretty excited about that. He made sure to give me a call and let me know as soon as he had found that out. Yeah, I'm sure he'll come hang out with you guys again. For sure. he talks about you guys a lot. You guys mean a lot to him, so I think a lot of it's been, you know, just everything that's happened with him. And him and I have been best friends for 17 years now on the internet. I've never met the man face to face and been able to shake his hand, but I would love to. All right, buddy, thank you. Hopefully you have a good one too. Let's head on over to Twitter and see if we have any updated news. I don't really see anything updated. Looks like they even got some hail, everybody. Chris Robin, shout out to you. I don't know you, but I'll give you a shout out there from Twitter. Had tweeted he's down. I'm down here now, sitting in my car. It was literally hailing 5 minutes ago, and that was about 49 minutes ago. He posted that out. Okay, Andrew Long tweeted about 15 minutes ago. He shows Comerica Park. It says 66 degrees, thunderstorms, high of 69, a low of 49. It says rain stopping. Light rain is expected to stop in 33 minutes, it says. But the hourly forecast shows, it says at 7 p.m. there's a 50% chance of showers. 8 p.m. it shows the sun coming out from behind the clouds. 9 p.m. just clouds. 9:09 sunset. 10 p.m. cloudy. So we'll have to see where they go with it. I see a lot of people talking just cancel it and whatnot, but I mean it's a little more than that to do with it, guys. You got to remember, you know, they got fans that have paid their money that are there trying to get in, and I mean, you know, they want to hold that game just as bad as we'd like to see it. So I can understand with the delay. Now, what I didn't understand was the last rain delay we had when Atlanta was playing at home, and they didn't even have any rain. It was an hour and 40-minute delay, and the Atlanta field staff was out there watering the field. They were actually out there spraying water on the field, but yet they were under a rain delay. I still today don't understand that one. All right, Jameson, thanks for stopping though, buddy. Yeah, D, I think you're right. I think we may get a delay on a postpone on this one. I'm going to stick with it as long as I can here. I mean, if it's another hour and a half, of course, you know, I'll probably end the stream, but I'd like to stick around and at least find if it's going to be a delay or if it's going to be a go. Let's get the chat window over here where I can see it while I'm working on the other stuff. That way, if you guys do talk to me, I'm not trying to ignore anybody by far, guys. Refresh on Twitter and see what we got going on here. So I seen something in Twitter earlier. Let's open a new page of it and see if I can find it from the MLB where they posted out, I think, some of the top picks so far for the MVP. For the All-Star game, that is. I'll tell you that Tommy for the Angels has really been playing phenomenal ball. And of course, up here it was. See if I can see what they say. Alright, so they have for the American League side, they have number 1 Ohtani, number 2 Aaron Judge, number 3 Wander Franco, number 4 Marvis Semien, and number 5 is Bo Bichetti. Is their all MVP rankings for the American League. And under their NL MVP rankings, sorry, that was I said all. I meant to say AL. But their NL MVP rankings, they have number 1, Ronald Acuña Jr., number 2, Freddie Freeman, number 3, Corbin Carroll, 4, Luis Arias, or Arez, sorry if I mess up your name, and number 5, they have as Mookie Betts. That's their NL MVP ranking. Only time is going to tell of who we actually have in the MLB's All-Star Game. Still no updated news. Welcome back, Kenneth. Yeah, I think Sela might have took off and went back over to his channel to... I don't know if he started his or... I know he had said that he was waiting to see any news about a start time. As I said, the radar shows all the way through 8:15 p.m. Eastern. And it still shows heavy rains. Well, I'm just not sure exactly where the stadium is in this. Be able to get you an accurate. I certainly want to bring you guys the game, but unfortunately, with tomorrow's early start, I believe here, let me get that time exact. Yeah, that's a 1:10 p.m. Eastern, 12:10 p.m. Central start time tomorrow. And that's going to be in question as well, because I believe overnight forecast shows good possibility for rain early in the morning. So, but the unfortunate thing is that the wife and I have to be up early. So it's not going to leave me a lot of time. We got some things we have to take care of right away in the morning. I do plan on streaming as long as they have the game tomorrow and it's not postponed. Or at least my intentions are to try and be here to stream, but no promises for tomorrow's game, guys. As I said, the wife and I have some important things we got to get taken care of. All has to do with, with their stepdad and his health and everything, so. Alright, I think we need to find a little more happier music to play. So after this 3-game stint with the Tigers, we're going to be heading back to Atlanta, where we'll have a 4-game series with the Rockies coming to town June 15th through the 18th. The first 2 games will be at 7:20 p.m. Eastern start time. Game 3, 4:10 p.m. Eastern start time, and Game 4 will be a 1:35 p.m. Eastern pitch time. First pitch. Then we have the 19th of June off, where we will be heading out to Philadelphia starting June 20th through the 22nd to take on the Philadelphia Phillies for a 3-game series. From there, June 23rd through the 25th, we'll be heading to Cincinnati, where we'll take on the Cincinnati Reds for a 3-game series. And then back home, June 26th through the 28th, for a 3-game series with the Twins. From there, we have June 29th off, and we will finish out the month, with the Marlins coming to town, starting June 30th through July 2nd. We'll have a 3-game series with them. Then we have a 3-game series July 3rd through the 5th, where we'll be heading out to Cleveland to take on the Guardians. All 3 games of that series will be 7:10 p.m. Eastern first pitch times. And then we have July 6th off. And then we'll be heading out over to Tampa Bay to take on the Devil Rays. To July 7th through the 9th for a 3-game series. And then, of course, no game scheduled for July 10th. And the All-Star game week and everything should begin July 11th. So, it'll be fun to watch. To be honest, Kenneth, I don't know. I mean, you would think that if they had any intents of playing that they'd get something out there. Let me go check Twitter again. Yep, still no news. I don't see any updated news whatsoever. Yeah, they still haven't said any news about what we might see. Not that I can see. I don't see any updated news. Hey Daniel, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, we'll certainly have to see. Unfortunately, if the rain delay takes up much more of the time, I'm not going to be able to stream tonight's game if it does actually go on. As my wife and I have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. We have some things we have to do, real important things in the morning to get done. I do want to stream tomorrow, and tomorrow's game is a 12:10 Central. First pitch. So yeah, just not going to be able to stay up real late and then have to be up that early and be able to function all day long like that. So I started to question it when there was like 18 minutes left before the game was supposed to start, and they still hadn't made anything live. I was beginning to wonder if it was under rain today. I even came prepared tonight. Got those Peeps Twizzlers. Those things are amazing. Yep, downtown, yep. Where won't we all? We'll take another sneak peek here. As we can see, it's still, they're still under rain for another hour. And I'm sure, guys, CeeLo does a really good job over there. On the Go with CeeLo. Remember that. On the Go with CeeLo. Type that into your YouTube search. You'll certainly find it. Can't miss his channel. On the Go with CeeLo. He does pretty good. I know he was in the channel a little bit ago and talked that he was just waiting to see for a start time. So it looks like he is planning on streaming, guys. So if I unfortunately have to step out, which I'm going to give it another 20 minutes or so, we still have things we have to go to her parents for tonight to get ready for tomorrow. So if this weather delay lasts much longer than that for me, I'm not going to be able to stream the game. And that's something we can't control. We can't control Mother Nature. Let's head back to Twitter and check it again. So unfortunately, everybody, I'm going to give it 10 more minutes, and if I don't see any news about when we could possibly see that first pitch, I am going to have to call an end to tonight's stream. As I said and spoke of just a little bit ago, my wife and I have a huge busy day right away tomorrow morning. We have to be up at 4 a.m., and we still need to head to her parents' house tonight to get things ready for tomorrow. So I will not be able to stream even if it looks like it now. If they were to start the game in 30-40 minutes, it's going to put ending, around 11, and I can't do that. It's getting a little rougher and rougher if I don't have plenty of sleep. So I do apologize, but as I said, we can't control Mother Nature. I was looking forward to calling the game for you tonight. Still no news, everybody. I'm sure as soon as I decide that I'm going to cut the stream, they'll have something out there. But like I said, even if they do start it, because as far as I know, the radar here shows a good heavy dose of rain clear up through 8:15 p.m. Eastern. I mean, that's just an average of 3 hours, 3-hour games. That's just average. I'm just not going to be able to do it. Now let's get some of this light out of my eyes. No sense in having that. Alright, so still no news. All right, everybody, I'm just gonna call it there. I do apologize, but I'm not gonna be able to stream the game tonight for you, as the weather delay is just taking too much time, and I have to be up super early in the morning. I have to be up at 4 a.m. tomorrow, and that's so we can go and get things done as quickly as possible to try and be home to stream tomorrow for the noon, the 12:10 game. So, thank you for everybody that did stop by. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. I certainly appreciate it. I do apologize about having to duck out early, but 4 a.m. comes way early, and I was not expecting tonight's game to be weather delayed for the amount of time it has been. So, with that said, guys, this is KGB for the C Sports Network. I'm out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your night.